Okay, so we are now going to do steps 2 and 3 that are written on page 23. Okay, step 2 says, use the constellation diagram to identify which stars in the photo are part of your constellation. Mark these stars with a highlighter or pen. Okay, so I have my highlighter. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your star diagram with the more schematic diagram next to each other in the proper orientation, right? Don't have one upside down and the other right side up. Okay, in front of you then, you're going to take your highlighter and mark the 8 stars that are going to make up our constellation of Orion. Those 8 stars are listed on page 24. They are Betelgeuse, Misa, Bellatrix, Alnitak, Anilam, Mitaka, Safe, and Rigel. I may have mispronounced some of those, period. So what I want you to do is go ahead and mark them out on your diagram in a highlighter, okay? You should have 8 stars. Probably the easiest 3 to see straight off will be the 3 that form a line across the middle. This is called Orion's belt. There are 2 bright stars beneath Orion's belt. There are 2 bright stars above Orion's belt. And then there's 1 tiny one in between the top 2 stars. So you should have 8 stars, okay? Once you have done that, we are now going to poke holes through the model so that we can thread string through these. In order to poke the holes, you're going to need something sharp, like a pen or a thin screwdriver in my case. I'm going to preface this with, you need to do this on top of either a cutting board or a piece of discarded cardboard, because you do not want to do it directly on your parents' countertop or on their wooden dining table, because you could leave a mark and damage it. Okay, so make sure you get permission on what you may use underneath before you begin. Once you're ready, you're going to take your sharp object and you're going to put pressure on the board in order to poke a hole through it. This hole needs to be big enough to fit the string that was included in your kit through the hole. So go ahead and make 8 holes, put pressure, and then slide it through. Okay, put pressure and then slide it through. Make sure you don't poke your fingers in the back. Okay, you're gonna do this 8 times, and I'm gonna punch all of them ahead of time here. And then I'm going to slide it through, okay? You can hold it up to the light. You should be able to see your holes with light coming through them.